animals out there. Have you ever wondered?
Is this lemur itching for a neck rub?
Who's that shrimp with the great right hook?
Where can a fur seal find fun in the sun?
What makes a beetle take aim and fire? And how does a pufferfish earn the nickname, Tubby? Well, the answers are coming at you. So, hang on. It's National Geographic's Really Wild Animals. Secret weapons and great escapes. Ah! Shh. Subject in sight. Ready. Aim. Gotcha! Ha! Hey, gang! It's me, Spin, your worldwide spy, sneaking a peek at the weapons animals use to survive. What? Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Well, bug-eat-bug anyway, where critters munch their neighbours for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No wonder animals need weapons. No, not those kinds. And according to confidential information, some of the coolest weapons are secret.
Well, I've got a secret, something that I hide. You may not see it, but I've got another side. You cannot tell a book by its cover. Don't be too anxious to discover me. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. It's my protection. Watch for my alarm. I'll send out a warning that I might cause you harm. Yeah, nature gave me my defense. I use it when I'm up against a foe. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. Remember, what you see is not always what you get. What may at first look innocent could really be a threat. I've got a secret, and I conceal it well. Just keep your distance if you want to keep your health. Well, I'm cool and calm with my disguise, but very clever at surprising you. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. I've got a secret.
Question: if animals hide their secret weapons, how can we spy on them? Answer: we go undercover. All right, agents, open the file on secret weapon number 1. Bluffing! Also known as faking, fooling, or pretending to be something you're not. Help! It's a monster in a headdress! Ah! Actually, it's a harmless Australian frilled lizard trying to look dangerous because he's not. He can't hurt anyone unless they're offended by tasteless neckwear. He's a dude with attitude, but that's the only weapon he has. And if his bluffing doesn't work, he resorts to plan B. Climb a tree! Here's case number 2 in the bluffing file. The owl butterfly. When an animal wants to eat it, the butterfly looks danger in the eye with fake eyes. It opens its wings and look at that. Eye spots make the butterfly look like the head of a big, ferocious owl. Wise disguise. Spies! Grab a mask and fins. Sources report that the ocean is flooded with secret weapons. Hey, somebody tell the pufferfish to watch out. That eel wants a meal. Too late. Wait! She's activating secret weapon number 2. Changing shape. Talk about a battle of the bulge. She gulps water into a sack on her belly and it stretches like a balloon. Now she's too big to fit in the eel's mouth. Aha! Saved by pigging out on water. And she won't ever need to diet. The water weight gain is temporary. After her escape, she squirts out of the water and swims back down again. Next, we'll sneak back up on land and spy on... Pew! The weapon your nose will know. It's secret weapon number 3. Smell! Oh. Skunks squirt a smelly spray out of glands near their rear. They only spray when they're in serious danger, which might be soon if the cougar doesn't leave this spotted skunk alone. So then, what's with the handstand? Time out for the skunk Olympics? Actually, the handstand is a warning. It means if you leave me alone, I won't stink you up. Bop me and I'll let loose the juice. The odor is odious. Oh, good thing this isn't smell-o-vision. Okay, spies, let's fly to North America, to the palm-treed state of Florida. There, on the leaf, a Hemispherotta beetle with secret weapon number 4. Athlete's foot. Feet. The strongest feet you'll ever meet. They look like built-in sneakers, and their power stays hidden until the beetle kicks it into gear. But he'd better do soon, or that hungry ant will eat him. The beetle hunkers down and grips the leaf with his feet. You could yank all day, but the beetle's gonna stay. In 1983, scientists got curious about the strength of Hemispherotta's feet. So they put Hemispherotta under the microscope. Whoa! His feet were brushed like bristles that had sticky pads on the ends. And there were 60,000 of them, all gripping. No wonder the ant gives up. You can fight a few secret weapons, but not 60,000. 60,000 feet! That's a lot of tube socks. And for beetles that don't have super feet, there's secret weapon number 5. The spurt that hurts. Also known as sharpshooting, gross-tasting beetle juice. Anyone who bugs this bombardier beetle gets zapped with a hot pepper spray. Just ask this frog. Yow! It's as hot as boiling water. More peppery than 10-alarm chili. The frog's tongue must feel like it's on fire. Let's check the beetle cam and see the hit in slow motion. Hot stuff shoots out the beetle's rear. Yow! Yow! It's a hotshot secret weapon. And now, watch out, baby. It's frog skin. Frog skin? It comes in different styles, slick, moist and stretchy, or on toads, which are in the same family. It can be oh so dry and bumpy. Either way, it won't give you warts, as you may have heard, but it will protect its owner in some very clever ways. So, what's secret weapon number 6? You're looking at it. Frog skin. Case in point, if it's beautiful, beware! Brilliant dazzling skin can be poisonous. These bright colors are a warning. They mean I look good, but eat me. and you're in for a nasty surprise. So stay off my back. Let's leap over to the eastern coast of Africa, to the island of Madagascar, where the tomato frog's skin has two tricks up its slippery sleeve. First, it stretches to make the frog look bigger. Hey, great imitation of the tomato that ate Chicago. And if that won't scare off this snake, the frog's skin oozes out something that will. Goopy glue that tastes awful and makes things stick to it. What a mess. It actually glues the snake's jaws together, and they can stay that way for 2 days. There! Find that snake some mouthwash, and no more tomatoes. Next, we'll spin our spyglass to the northern coast of South America, where frog skin is at it again. This time the suspect is a toad, lurking underwater, and her weapon, it seems to be full of holes. But holy skin is just the kind of protection Suriname toads need, because it's a hideout for Suriname babies. You see, most frogs and toads start off like this, hatching in the water and becoming tadpoles. But tadpoles don't have arms and legs yet, which means they're cute and squiggly. But easy snack food for fish. So when Suriname toad eggs are laid, the mother makes sure they land on her back. Then a spongy layer of skin grows around them. When the eggs hatch, the little critters hide out in the little craters until they've grown into tiny toads. And out they pop and away they go. Bye, Mum, we're slipping out the bag. Alert! 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 Some animals don't use secret weapons to protect themselves at all. They use them to attack, to hunt, to clobber their opponent.
Extra, mantis, clobbers, lobster.
Now, okay, all you shrimps, listen up. Here are the basics. Your punch is one of the fastest movements in the animal world. It's strong enough to smash glass. So use your claws like boxing gloves. Snap them out, slug it out, bada bam, bada boom. And if somebody tries to steal your burrow, drive them off with body punches. Batter them into defeat. Or at least in detail. Throw combinations. Elbow jabs, fast hooks. And jeepers creepers, use your amazing peepers. Your eyes are quick and crafty and they help you win the fight. They see in color, they turn almost all the way around. They're prize-fighting eyes, and only mantis shrimp have got them. So get out there and punch, uppercut, gold on distance.
Of course, not everyone has a great right hook, but there's more than one way to knock out your opponent. Just ask the cone snail. He's searching for a little midnight snack, and he's in the mood for seafood. When the cone snail finds dinner, it deploys secret weapon number 7. A poison-tipped harpoon. The poison's on the inside, and you can't see it, but the harpoon's sting is so strong, it could kill a person. Look out! Behind you! The harpoon's coming up fast. There's the strike! The poison paralyzes the fish, except for its gills, so it can still breathe, but it can't get away. Now the cone snail can eat it live in one gulp. Snack time. Hey, didn't your mum teach you to chew your food? Look, spies, it's the shadow of a hunter who keeps many secrets. The snake. You're the coolest thing on, no feet. You see, snakes don't have any feet, but they move incredibly well by pushing their muscles against the ground. And they don't have ears, but hey, no problem. The bones in their head sense vibration. They do have noses, but they go one better. They smell with their forked tongues too. Snakes have eyes, but frankly, some of them have eyesight that stinks. And snakes who need glasses often have a secret. Like this green tree python, who has special spy gear for hunting at night. Here's how it works. Warm-blooded animals give off heat. And open pits near the snake's eyes sense the heat. Snakes track their food by following the heat. Red means heat. Warm-blooded meal approaching? Now! Yeah, warm and feathery. Sometimes it pays to stay cool. Check it out, Snoops! A cobra. And I'd say, judging from the way she looks, she's hungry. Prime rat is on the menu tonight, but first, of course, the snake has to catch it. Don't worry about the sleeping people. The snake is only after the rat. Now, where did it go? There it is. The cobra opens her hood and looks threatening. She strikes! Just one little bite, and not much of a fight. Wait a minute, hold it. That was too easy. Why doesn't the rat fight back? Let's look into that bite a little more closely. Aha! Just what I suspected. It's secret weapon number 8. Venom. It isn't the bite itself, but what comes out of the fangs that kills. Venom is wicked strong poison. It shoots out of the snake's fangs and paralyzes most of the rat's body so he can't fight back or run away. The snake then eats her meal in peace. In one piece, that is. Thanks you very much.
Hey, pal, where do you think you're going? Uncle Spin wants you. Join the Ant Brigade and be all you can be, along with millions of others. Defend life and larva. When you see the enemy, attack in a pack, then bring him back and have a snack. Learn to be loyal. Never abandon your fellow ant, even when your mushroom is bombed by raindrops. Learn to be brave. The Ant Brigade is never afraid. Hang tough. Hang together. Build bridges with your body.
I don't know what I've been told. Army ants are brave and bold. Left, right, 6 legs, 6 legs.
So remember, troops, your secret weapon is teamwork. Strength in numbers. Always.
Hold on, I'm picking up a message. Humans are advised to stay away from animals' secret weapons. But accidents do happen. Say, for example, you chance upon a black widow spider. Just like a snake has venom, a black widow does too. So if she bites you, the venom speeds through the bloodstream. A person's muscles freak out and cramp and hurt like crazy. Being bitten by a black widow spider is serious business. But there is a solution. And though the black widow doesn't know it, she holds the secret to the cure. It's a medicine called antivenin, and it's made from the black widow's very own venom. That's right, the same poison that can hurt you can help you. But first, someone has to filch some from the spider. In the basement of this house, down these very steps, the Christensen family raises thousands of black widows to collect their venom. And nobody seems the least bit afraid. But how do the neighbors feel?
A couple of my friends do come down here a bit. Most of them just stay upstairs. They don't even walk in the door. The maggots turn them off more than anything. Spiders don't really turn them off. It's the maggots that really get them.
Maggots, little fly larvae, are the gourmet food the Christensens feed the spiders. Ugh. I prefer broccoli myself. Getting the Black Widow's venom is, as you can imagine, very hard. They have to make the spider go to sleep, then give it a small electric shock. This jolts the spider into producing a tiny drop of venom, which they catch as it drips from her fangs. So you see, the Black Widow herself becomes a secret weapon against her own secret weapon. Well, 007's mission accomplished. The secret weapons of the animal kingdom are secret no more. From fattening up to squirting, biting, and refusing to let go. Animals have amazing secrets that help them survive.
You got to stay alert, be quick on your feet, or you might get fooled by the one you wanna eat. Can't pick up a beetle with sticky shoes, and Gooey Louie fills your mouth with ooze. When a snack swells up too big for lunch, and that shrimp dinner gives you a punch. Yeah, the unexpected lies in wait. By the time you figure it out, too late. That's how the game is played. Trick of the trade. You better watch your back, you gotta watch your front, or you might get something that you didn't really want. 1 against 1,000,000 or 1 against 3. Unfair advantage, no apology. Imitation eyes or wearing disguises. It ain't easy, life's full of surprises. What do you do in this combat zone? Got to use some secret weapons of your own. Somebody just got sprayed. Trick of the trade, yeah. Got poison, you can sting 'em or bite 'em. Got claws, you can scratch 'em or fight 'em. If you can sense their body heat, well, sneak up at night for a bite to eat. Whoa, whoa. And if your enemy's trying to get you, well, puff off and bluff 'em. You betcha. You got that right. We use what we're given to keep on living.
So that's a scoop on secret weapons. And here's another secret. If you're looking for some of the craziest, kookiest, weirdest, most wonderful animals in the world, hold on, they're coming at ya. Hey gang, it's me, Spin, your twirling tour guide, here to take you to some of the most magical places on Earth. Islands. From Maui to Madagascar, Guam to the Galapagos, you'll find islands all around me. An island can be big as a small continent or as small as a big rock. But all islands have one thing in common. They are completely surrounded by water, which means they've been isolated or separated from the rest of the world, many for millions of years. Over time, island animals have developed their own ways of doing things, which may seem, well, a little different. But hey, what would you be like if you lived alone on a little piece of land way out in the ocean? Strange as they may seem, island animals have become experts at living in some of the weirdest, wackiest, most wonderful places on Earth.
Just a little strange. Through the years of living here, we've changed. Some of us grew larger, some of us slowed down. That's what happens when you hang around. It's a different way of getting by. Welcome to the islands. Come on. Island life is easy for raising families. We don't have a lot of enemies. Ooh, it sure gets crowded.
to Madagascar, an island in the Indian Ocean. Millions of years ago, Madagascar broke off and drifted away from the coast of Africa. Today it's full of animals you won't find anywhere else on Earth, so don't even bother looking. Some of Madagascar's most famous residents are these guys, the lemurs. There are 30 different species or kinds of lemurs, and nearly all of them live right here on Madagascar. My vote for the lemurs that run circles around the rest, the ring-tailed lemurs! I wonder how ring-tailed lemurs got their name. Oh, yes. Ringtails live in groups called troops. Those ringy tails help each lemur keep in touch with his troop, and they warn rival lemurs to keep away from his territory. Other lemurs have their own ways of staking out their turf, like the sifakas, who get their name from that distinctive hiccup call. They don't have fancy tails to wave around, so sifakas use that hiccup call to let other lemurs know they're on sifaka territory. But say you're a sifaka and you've got to step away for a bit, how do you protect your part of the forest? You stink it up with your own special smell. Sifakas have scent glands on their wrists, their neck, and even their well, you get the idea. That smells a signal to other lemurs that they're on this guy's turf, and they'd better shove off. Down on the ground, the ringtails are smelling it up for a different reason. Ringtail males rub scent on their tails before a fight, better known as a stink fight. Once their tails are good and stinky, these guys shake them like crazy at each other, and after just one whiff, P.U. We've got a winner. So, what's the big stink about? A lovely lady lemur. In the lemur language of love, it's the smelliest guy who gets the girl. All this love stuff can lead to just one thing: little lemurs. Like human babies, young lemurs spend a lot of time hanging around mom, but soon they're off to explore and practice leaping through Madagascar's forests. Oh dear. Better take a lesson from a pro. For lemurs, leaping's not just for the trees. It's also a great way to get around on the ground. See you later, lemur. Well, that's all for Madagascar, so let's... Whoa! Oh yes, that sticky tongue reminds me I am forgetting somebody. Meet Madagascar's chameleons. More than half of all chameleon species live right here. These lizards are wizards at sneaking up on their favorite snacks. Bugs. Chameleon feet are specially shaped to clamp onto thin tree branches, and a gripping prehensile tail helps them hang on. Most of the time. Each eye moves independently, which lets chameleons look in two different directions at the same time. Once those eyes lock in on a target, it's goodbye bug! Whoa! And that's the chameleon's coolest feature, a sticky tongue that can be as long as his body and stays bunched up inside his mouth, just waiting for a buggy breakfast to blunder by. Swish! Chameleons 2, bugs 0. And now, on to our next island.
Lurking deep in the mysterious briny island waters, shocking to all who witness its wrath, crawling from the deep to consume everything in its path, you must fear the hideous monster from the deep. Run, don't walk to a theater near you to see the scaly, slimy monster with teeth of steel and a heart of pure evil, tearing everything in its path into shreds for its own twisted pleasure.
Stop! No, this is totally untrue. These guys aren't monsters at all. Actually, they're some of the nicest lizards you'll ever meet. Say hi to the marine iguanas of the Galapagos. Among the world's islands, the Galapagos are some of the most famous, mostly due to the work of a scientist named Charles Darwin. Way back in 1835, Darwin discovered that many animals had changed or adapted to make the most of their island home, like the iguanas. At one time, all the iguanas on the Galapagos lived on land, where they ate prickly pear, cactus, and other plants. But some iguanas found food in a different place. They developed a taste for seafood. Seaweed, to be exact. Over time, they became two different kinds or species of iguana, the land iguana and the marine iguana. Darwin called this process evolution. A revolutionary idea! Islands like the Galapagos are unique places, each with its own special mix of plants and animals. Scientists call this an ecosystem, a place where every living thing depends on each other for survival. Check it out.
It's the amazing ecosystem. While other systems give you miles of pipes or piles of files, the amazing ecosystem gives you everything you'll need to live a well-balanced life in the splendor of nature. You'll get land, plants, water, and ideal weather conditions. You'll also get an assortment of animal life, from insects to reptiles to, yes, even mammals. The amazing ecosystem is available in hundreds of different models like tropical paradise, desert dunes, and the ever-popular tundra. Act now and we'll include a unique island ecosystem available nowhere else on Earth. But hurry, pristine, all-natural ecosystems are going fast. The Amazing Ecosystem by Spinco.
Next, let's travel to Tasmania, an island off the southern coast of Australia. This is rough country, and it takes one tough cookie to survive here. Meet Tasmania's most notorious native, the Tasmanian devil. Ugh! Breath mint? Even though the devil is no larger than your average house cat, he's still the toughest animal in Tasmania. And she's one mean meat eater. Devils will eat just about anything they can get those teeth on. So Tasmania's itty-bitty qualls stay out of their way. Which is just fine for this devil mom. She's heading for a den while her young grow in her pouch. You see, Tasmanian devils are marsupials. What's a marsupial?
The following is a test of the marsupial broadcast system. Warning signs that you may be a marsupial are: your mother has a pouch that you like to hang out in. You have hair on your body and a fondness for milk. You live in Australia or Tasmania. And your friends call you quall, kangaroo, or even wombat. In the event that you are an actual marsupial, please crawl into the nearest pouch and await further instructions. Thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Meanwhile, after spending about 4 months in their mother's pouch, 2 brand new devils are ready to enter the world. Oh, so young and already so crabby. Well, if these little devils are going to grow up to be Tasmania's tough guys, they've got to start right away. This echidna presents them with their first big problem. And it's a prickly one. I've heard echidnas make a nice meal if you can just get your mouth near them. Eggs are a bit easier. And anyway, Tasmanian devils aren't picky eaters. But don't invite them to dinner. They talk with their mouth full, they don't take turns, and they eat like Tasmanian devils. A Tas can consume up to 1/3 of his own weight at one sitting. That's like your dad eating 50 steaks for dinner. Devils will devour fur, skin, and even bones. There's no doggy bag needed when a Tas leaves the table.
And now it's time for the swinging new dance show that has all the kids tapping their feet and wiggling in their seats. It's the Big Bird Boparama.
Hey kids, it's Big Ben, and you're watching the Big Bird Boparama. This
This week we have a special treat for all you fine feathered fans out there. The marvelous moves of island birds. Act number 1, the birds of paradise dancers from Papua New Guinea. Ladybirds of paradise flip when their fellas flutter those fabulous feathers. Fantastic! Act number 2 is flown in all the way from the Crozet Islands. Meet Mr. and Mrs. Albatross doing the albatross. These crazy kids spend months alone hunting out at sea, and when they finally get together, they do a special dance they've been rehearsing for years. Let's give the happy couple a hand. Finally, act number 3 from the Galapagos Islands, the blue-footed booby. He doesn't need fancy footwork to get a girl because he's already got fancy feet. Hey, Mr. Booby, shuffle those big blue feet of yours. Well, that's all for the Big Bird Boporama Show. Tune in next week for those nutty, crazy, mixed-up birds of New Zealand.
Whoa! You'll find birds on almost every island, but some of the strangest are here by Australia, on the islands of New Zealand. Take New Zealand's White Island. It's the tip of a vast volcano where vents spew steam that can reach 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Youch! So why is White Island home to this goofy group of gannets? You'd think all these steam vents would cook this guy's goose. Well, he and his gannet gang are smart enough to stay away from the hottest steam, while making a safe home on an island no one else will go near. Next time you're looking for a place to take a sauna, go ask a gannet. I think I'll take a little steam bath myself. Whoa! What happened to the heat? I've landed in the Southern Alps, a snowy mountain range on New Zealand's South Island. Looks like a penguin paradise, right? Wrong! In New Zealand, this is a place for parrots. Around the world, parrots live in the hot tropics, but New Zealand's Kia has adapted just fine to life in the ice and snow. The Kia's big feet are great snowshoes, and that curved beak makes a handy ice pick when climbing up snowy slopes. Kias mate for life, which means these guys have lots of practice working as a team to bring up their chicks. Mom's job is to stay in the nest with the new chicks, so it's up to Dad to hunt up grubs and bring the goodies home. Dad baths up some lunch to Mum, and Mum passes it on to the kids. That's called the bath chain. The chicks have a special slot that Mum's beak fits right into. After 4 months in the nest, our frisky Kia chicks step out for the first time, and they immediately start looking for food that isn't bird bath. But you don't know what makes a good meal until you do some taste testing. Rocks? No. Flowers? Well, berries. Now that's more like it. And breakfast is served. But wait, what about the penguins? If they're not up here in the snow, where are they? They're scrambling ashore on a patch of penguin paradise, the Snares Islands. Other penguins might think ice is nice, but these guys would rather summer in the Snares' lush forests. It's a safe, sheltered place to raise the chicks and meet up with your penguin pals. But after several months ashore, they're back to the Pacific Ocean's icy waters, where they spend the rest of the year filling up on fish. Islands like the Snares sure get crowded in the summer months. Better check out the Beach Report.
Time for the really wild island radio beach report brought to you by sand. If it's on the beach and it's in your shorts, it's gotta be sand. Hey, let's go up to Bob Beachcomber in the Shore Copter.
Bob Beachcomber here, hovering over the Juan Fernandez Islands. It's day 1 of the summer season and the traffic is bumper to bumper and flipper to flipper. We're talking intense migration, so if you're a Juan Fernandez fur seal, consider using an alternate route. Beachfront parking is jam-packed and, hey, what's that? A fender bender? Oh, there's always one bully on the beach. Watch the fur, fellas. But most everyone else is having fun soaking up the surf and sun, small fry included. As usual, a new summer means a new crop of pups born right here on the beach. Careful, Mom, that's a baby, not a beach ball. Well, that's the view from up here in the air. This is Bob Beachcomber. Over to you, Spin.
There's an awful lot of coming and going on islands. Visits by seagoing animals like fur seals are part of the natural cycle of life here. But some islands have been invaded by animals that were never meant to be there at all. Remember the Galapagos? Well, a long time ago, people brought goats to the island. The goats ate the grass and other plants that the native animals need to survive. Now these tortoises have nearly disappeared. It's the same sad story on other islands, where invaders like rats are taking away native animals' food and homes. But there are people working hard to save island ecosystems. Some are replanting precious forests, while others are getting rid of uninvited invaders. And on some islands around the world, there are brand new ecosystems being born. This is New York City, one of the busiest places on Earth. Doesn't look like a good home for island animals, does it? Well, look again. In the middle of New York's harbor, birds like these herons have begun to make a home. They weren't here a few years ago, but when people cleaned up the polluted harbor, the birds found a new place to nest, with plenty of food for their growing chicks. Now people are keeping a close eye on the progress of the new island inhabitants. They may be surrounded by the big city, but on these little pieces of land, they've found a little bit of paradise.
Hey, all across the earth, see the spots of green among the blue. What does it mean to stand alone, to live life on your own? It's a world within a world, a solitary wonder, a self-contained community. An island is a world within a world. Yeah, yeah, feel the soft breeze, watch the water glisten beneath the sun. So many different faces appear, you'll only find them here. In a world within a world, a solitary wonder, a self-contained community. An island is a world within a world.
Don't upset it, let it be. Don't upset it, let it be.
Let it be. It's already paradise. World within a world, a solitary wonder, a self-contained community. An island is a world within a world. A solitary wonder, a self-contained community. An island is a world within.
Well, gang, I hope you've had fun on our island adventure. But there are lots more really wild animals all across this wonderful world of ours. So be sure to join me on our next adventure. Until then, this is your pal Spin. Spin you later.